Do you know what is interesting about people with extremely high intelligence? They rarely behave in the way we imagine. We often envision a genius as someone who is always shining, speaking fluently, and solving complex math problems in front of a crowd. But psychological research shows a completely different reality. Many people with extremely high IQs actually exhibit very subtle behaviors that, at first glance, no one would think are signs of intelligence. Cognitive psychologists argue that intelligence is not about how much you know, but about how your brain processes the world around you. And that processing often reveals itself through daily habits, things that sometimes make them extremely wealthy or extremely troubled regarding money matters. Below are 10 common habits of people with high IQs and how they shift their financial game. 1. Spending a lot of time alone. Intelligent people are often comfortable with solitude. It is not because they hate society, but because their brains need space to process ideas. Research from the London School of Economics, LSE, shows that intelligent people feel less satisfied with frequent social interactions. This is a superpower. While the crowd on Wall Street is panicking and buying based on rumors, intelligent people sit alone to read financial reports. They do not need the crowd's validation to make investment decisions. 2. Restless curiosity. They question everything, not just grand philosophical questions, but small details. Why does this banking system operate this way? Why do consumer mentalities shift when inflation rises? This curiosity helps them discover market trends before they become obvious. To them, every financial fluctuation is a piece of a giant model game. 3. Talking to oneself. It sounds strange, but psychology calls this self-directed speech. It helps the brain organize thoughts and consolidate working memory. If you see someone mumbling while calculating return on investment, ROI, in the supermarket, don't laugh. They might be running a risk simulation model in their head. 4. Comfortable saying I don't know. High IQ people clearly understand the limits of knowledge. Contrary to the Dunning-Kruger effect, where the less knowledgeable are often overconfident, intelligent people are always aware of the complexity of the world. In the US, the smartest investors are those who dare to admit they don't understand a new asset class, like a strange cryptocurrency, and refuse to put money down instead of pretending they know it all. 5. Overthinking small things. An analytical brain rarely shuts down. They can analyze a small shopping decision for hours. Sometimes it looks like indecisiveness, but in reality, the brain is exploring multiple psychological models simultaneously. This helps them avoid petty spending traps that add up over time, even though it sometimes causes them to miss fleeting opportunities because they are busy analyzing. 6. A profound sense of humor. To understand or create humor, the brain must recognize patterns and connect unrelated ideas. This ability helps them maintain optimism and a multi-dimensional perspective when the market crashes. They can laugh at the absurdity of the market instead of being overwhelmed by it. 7. Willingness to change their mind. They view beliefs as flexible models rather than fixed identities. When new evidence emerges, they update their brains immediately. This is the difference between someone who goes broke, clinging to a dying stock, and a successful investor who knows how to cut losses when economic data changes. Now, let's pause for a moment. Do you see how we often misunderstand these behaviors? A person who likes to be alone is considered eccentric. Someone who asks too many questions is seen as cynical. But sometimes, those are the signs of a deep thinking system operating to build a financial empire. 8. Late night thinking. Many high IQ individuals report that their brain activity is strongest when night falls. Evolutionary psychologists suggest that people with high cognitive adaptability often easily accept non-traditional models, such as staying up late to think while the world is asleep. In financial hubs like New York, While everyone else has left the office, these brains remain awake to analyze Asian markets or read newly released economic reports. They leverage the stillness of the night to see opportunities that daytime noise obscures. 9. Observing more than speaking. Instead of jumping into an argument immediately, extremely intelligent people often observe social dynamics first. They gather information, analyze emotional cues, and only then offer a thoughtful response. This is the skill of reading the market and partners. In a business negotiation in the United States, the winner is usually not the loudest person, but the one who observes silently to find the opponent's weaknesses and true needs. They invest based on data and observation, not on momentary excitement. 10. Always searching for meaning. High intelligence comes with an increased awareness of societal complexity and human behavior. This leads to profound reflection on purpose, identity, and how we create value for life. This is a crucial turning point. Intelligent people don't just want to earn money to spend, they want money to serve a greater purpose. They seek financial freedom to have time to pursue the grand questions of life. The paradox. Why isn't high intelligence always wealthy? Now, let's connect all of this to your wallet. If you have these signs, you have a great advantage. But psychology also warns of a dark side. Take habit number 5, for example. Overthinking small things. A high IQ person might spend 20 hours researching which health insurance to buy to save $50 a month, but forget to spend that time optimizing their $100,000 investment portfolio. They get stuck optimizing things that don't matter. Or habit number 1, preferring to be alone. In the modern business world, networking is a massive intangible asset. If a genius is too immersed in solitude, they might miss hidden information or collaboration opportunities that can only be gained through face-to-face meetings at golf clubs or tech events. And don't forget habit number 4, willingness to say, I don't know. In investing, sometimes excessive humility makes you miss once-in-a-lifetime opportunities because you are too fearful of the risks you don't yet fully know. The truth is, intelligence is a powerful engine, but without a proper financial operating system, it can cause you to veer off track faster than anyone else. Real intelligence isn't about solving complex equations. It's about understanding when to trust logic and when to trust market instinct. So, how can you, as someone who possesses the habits of a genius, actually turn these psychological traits into dancing numbers in your bank account? First lesson, move from knowing to doing. As we saw in habits number 4 and 5, intelligent people often know too much about complexities, leading to paralysis. In the United States, the most successful investors are not those with the most accurate forecasts, but those with the most consistent actions. Advice for you: apply the 70% rule. When you have 70% of the information and feel confident, execute that trade or investment decision. Don't wait for 100% perfection, because in finance, perfection usually comes at the price of a missed opportunity. Second lesson, leverage habit number 7, cognitive flexibility. Don't let an intelligent person's ego bind you to a losing asset. If new data shows that your investment model is no longer effective, use your intelligence to update, not to make excuses. The ability to change your mind when there is new evidence is the most powerful filter to help you protect your assets during periods of high market volatility. Third lesson, search for meaning through automation. Because high IQ individuals always hunger to search for meaning, habit number 10, they often find daily money management boring. Practical strategy: set up automated financial systems, automated investing. Why use a genius brain to record every penny of spending when you can use AI applications to do it? Dedicate your intellect to creating, building businesses, or solving the world's big problems, and let your money give birth to money on its own, according to the simplest logical rules. And let your money give birth to money on its own according to the simplest logical rules. True intelligence is not about solving physics equations or memorizing countless facts. At its core, intelligence is curiosity, a brain that constantly explores patterns, questions assumptions, and tries to understand the strange yet fascinating pieces of human nature. Money is the same. It is a game of patterns and psychology. If you can combine a genius's curiosity with a craftsman's discipline, you will not only be smart, you will become sustainably wealthy. I am Tony. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next in-depth financial psychology analyses. Wish you smart and wealthy investing.